What's up guys and welcome to Wall Street Millennial. On this channel, we cover all things stocks and investing. In this video, we're going to go over the greatest gains and losses on the Wallstreetbets forum from the past week, so we can learn from other people's experiences. Before we get into the video, we'd like to thank our channel members who get access to these non-time sensitive videos one day in advance. They also get to vote on some of our video topics. First, we have user Beginning Flamingo 92. He bought into Sundial stock at an average cost basis of $3.70 per share. This led to a total loss exceeding $34,000. He bought into the stock in late 2020 when the stock was almost $4. This was already much lower than the highs of more than $10, so he likely thought that the stock was oversold and ready for a surge. Unfortunately, it continued to bleed out and has fallen roughly 75% since then. The OP uses the Voodoo Bull app, which is also available in China as well as Hong Kong. Many commenters exclaimed that they like the picture of the crying bull when you lose money and would like to use such an app themselves. Unfortunately, Voodoo Bull is not available in the US. While some US trading apps like Robinhood are gamified to some extent, none of them have these Animal Crossing-like animations. Despite the 75% loss, the OP has no intention of throwing in the towel anytime soon. Sundial is currently transitioning their business model away from wholesale into retail. There are serious risks associated with this transaction, but if they get it right, there's tremendous opportunity for the upside. The OP is optimistic on this transition and sees shares potentially doubling from current levels. Hopefully, Joe Biden can legalize recreational herb consumption this year and send all the herbal stocks to the moon. Otherwise, there's only a slim chance of making back the losses. Next off, we have some GameStop loss porn from user Happy Man Investing. He erroneously thought that stocks can only go up. This caused him to YOLO copious amounts of money into GameStop with disastrous results. He started off with about $33,000 in the beginning of 2021. He proceeded to lose 93% of his initial balance, leaving him with just $2,240 in his Robinhood account. His chart looks remarkably similar to that of GameStop stock, with a big spike in late January followed by another spike in March. After the second short squeeze, GameStop only declined modestly and still sits at about $180. This is significantly higher than its pre-squeeze levels of about $20. The OP's portfolio, on the other hand, has not enjoyed such a smooth ride. Instead of buying GameStop stock, he played call options. This gave him greater upside during the short squeezes. However, once GameStop stopped going up, Theta started to decay his call options. He lost all of his gains and then some. The OP held calls with a wide range of strike prices expiring on April 23rd. His lowest strike price was $155 and his highest was $205. On April 23rd, GameStop closed at about $151. Only his 150 strike call expired in the money, and these only expired $1.21 in the money. This was far less than the premium he paid to purchase the option, so it was still a loser. All of his other strike prices expired worthless. This YOLO ended up being a near total loss, and it contributed to his 93% all-time loss. The OP still has a little over $2,000 left in his Robinhood account. He intends to use this to buy more FDs expiring next week. There's a slim chance that he can make 15 times his money on his final YOLO and make back his $30,000 of losses, but it's much more likely that he loses everything. The OP understands the risks involved with FDs. In true Wallstreetbets fashion, he treats the stock market like a casino. He promises to be back in a week with either massive losses or gain porn. We're looking forward to it. Next up, we have user Alextricity, who has some massive gains on FuelCell. He went all in on FuelCell, with the stock making up 100% of his portfolio. He bought 5,000 shares at an average cost basis of $1.73. The position has since increased more than 500%, giving it a current market value of $53,000. Given his low cost basis, he likely bought in late 2019 or early 2020. At the time, FuelCell was just a penny stock and had a pretty poor track record. The stock declined more than 99% from 2016 to late 2019. It took some pretty courageous conviction to go all in on such a speculative stock. FuelCell designs, manufactures, and operates and services direct fuel cell power plants that run on natural gas and biogas. Their power plants are not technically considered hydrogen fuel cells because their feedstock is not pure hydrogen, and byproducts of electric generation include carbon dioxide. However, it is cleaner than traditional natural gas electricity production. As one of the biggest publicly traded fuel cell manufacturers in the US, the company operates over 50 plants all over the world. It operates the largest fuel cell park, Gyeonggi Green Energy Fuel Cell Park, which is located in South Korea. The OP explains that hydrogen fuel cells such as the ones FuelCell creates are the future of green energy. FuelCell should benefit as they are the world leader of this technology. Congratulations on the 5-bagger trade. Next we have user Lecture Useful with a play on the lidar company Ouster, ticker symbol OUST. Ouster is a small company that produces lidar systems that power 3D vision for things like semi-autonomous vehicles, smart infrastructure, and industrial machinery. They have a wide range of customers from startups to Fortune 500 companies and boast 2,000 units sold in 2020, 129 total patents, 75 unique laser configurations available, and more than 450 distinct customers. It went public through a SPAC late last year and immediately spiked 61% to $16 a share right out the gate. However, since then it has bled out most of its gains, even dropping as low as $7.63 a share, which is a 24% loss from the original SPAC price. In the past month, it has recovered much of its losses, gaining about 50% to reach its current share price of $11.38. This Wallstreetbets user took advantage of the recent rally by being long 55,000 shares of the stock at an average cost of $10.10. That means that his total cost basis for the investment was $555,000. At a current share price of $11.50, he is up $78,000 so far, $23,000 of which was in the last day alone. Although the percentage gain is not that much, the size of the initial investment makes the appreciation in stock price very significant. $78,000 of gains is significantly more than the annual salary of the majority of Americans. Much of the comment section accuses this post of being a ploy to distract Wallstreetbets away from Microvision, which is a company also engaged in producing lidar systems. Others just express their relative bullishness on Microvision rather than Ouster, with the user Professionally Inept saying that he expects Microvision to do well in the short term with the new lidar system. When the OP responds expressing doubt about the pricing of Microvision's product, his comment gets net downvoted and mocked by others. Hopefully both stocks do well going forward. Congratulations on your gain. Speaking of Microvision, let's take a look at this Wallstreetbets user who made massive dollar and percentage gains on Microvision stock. This Wallstreetbets user, who goes by the name The One Who Farts, encourages people to join and stay on the Microvision train, saying that he thinks that the rise in stock price is not over yet. As you probably already know, Microvision is a small-cap lidar and laser scanning technology company that has mooned over the past year. A few days ago, it was up 10,000% since a year previous, making it a rare stock that can reach 100-bagger status without options. Countless Wallstreetbets users have made money on the rise, although many surely have lost money as well. The OP initially bought into Microvision at $6.03 a share on average, and built up a position of 645 shares. Microvision is currently trading above $22 a share, quadrupling the initial investment for $13,000, or 338% of gain. The position is now worth $17,000 off a base of less than $4,000. These kinds of gains are usually only possible with options unless your time horizon is very long, but not the case with Microvision over the past year. It's no wonder that the OP is so excited about this stock. Despite the OP's mouth-watering gains on Microvision, it's important to know that just because other people have made money on a stock in the past doesn't mean that it always turns out this way. User Jim3000GT says that the gains are awesome for the OP, but now Microvision is pulling back. On that day, Microvision was down more than 25%, a huge hit to anyone long the stock. Some people still want to play this stock knowing that large losses are possible, as long as they are prepared for the worst. Finally, let's wrap it up with a feel-good post about GameStop and AMC. User Smoked and Token Choken apparently bought a significant amount of GameStop and AMC shares a couple weeks ago, and forgot to check in on his position until recently. To his pleasant surprise, he had made $55,000 in total, including a $33,000 gain in one day in GameStop. GameStop continues to shock with its staying power. In the past 2 weeks, it is up 28%, which is enough to make any hedge fund manager jealous. Most of the comments express disbelief that the OP could possibly go that long without checking his position. Most people check every day, sometimes even on weekends, if they have a convenient stock trading app on their phone. User Kerouac even says that he only usually finds out it's a holiday when he sees that the markets are closed. I'm sure many of us can relate to that. Congratulations on your GameStop gains. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video. If you like the content, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for future videos. Also, make sure to check out our second channel, WSM Research, where we post DD on high growth stocks. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Wall Street Millennial, signing out.